Hello guys, welcome to JazzedTutorials, and this week's video is going to be a little patriotic. So for those of you that live in the US, we celebrate the Independence Day, which is July 4th, so I thought I would make a fun little tutorial on how to make a cool 4th of July inspired text effect. So, yeah. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I thought it was cool, so I figured I'd share my awesomeness with you. So, let's get started. So I've opened a canvas of any size, really. I think it was just 640 by 480 or something like that. Anyway, I chose white as my background, and you'll find out why momentarily. And then I've typed my text already, but you can't really see it because it's white. And on my white text, we're going to apply some cool effects. So double click on your text layer. We're going to add a black drop shadow with multiply for your blend mode. 62% opacity, uncheck use global light, and then set your angle at 0. Your distance should be 2 pixels, and your size should be 8 pixels, and your spread will be 0%. And then your noise is 0, obviously, and then moving downwards to inner shadow, we're going to choose a white color for our inner shadow with a linear dodge blend mode, 22% opacity, and again, uncheck use global light, and then you want to have a negative 90-degree angle. Okay, you're going to have a 1px distance, and then you're going to select anti-aliased, and then you want to select this lovely contour here. That's this one right here, the rounded steps. Select that, and then move down to bevel and emboss. You have an inner bevel with a smooth technique, 1000% depth, 16 pixels for your size, and uncheck use global light, and you have a 0-degree angle and a 40-degree altitude. Linear dodge is your highlight mode, blend mode, and your white is your color. 18% for your opacity, and then your shadow mode's linear burn with a black color with an 8% opacity. And then finally, I'm going to add a stroke. I chose a gray color of choice. That's the color I chose, but you can choose any hue of gray you like. And then I have a 1px size for mine, and it's an inside for the position, 27% opacity with the blend mode of overlay. Click OK, and you're going to see something like that. And you should choose white as your text color if you didn't already notice, because if you don't, it won't showcase this color as nice. But you should see something like this. Okay, once you're at this stage in the tutorial, we're going to now really 4th of July and patriotize the text. So go ahead and make a new layer above that. Now I've already made the layer, but you will not have it. So for me, I'm going to disable my vector because you'll want to see what that is. So with that, as you'll notice, I have made a lovely gradient with my white and blue. So make a new layer, and with that, grab your lovely gradient tool over here. And you're going to select, well, mine's, linear. Select linear, and then over here, select 3 colors. So choose this, and then make a selection of colors. Let's see, hold on, let me do this one. Okay. So I'm choosing a red color here. That's not red, that's magenta. Yeah, any red hue is fine, as long as it's a red and a white and a blue. And then we're choosing white. And then at the end, choose a relatively blue hue of your choice. That's fine. So something that looks kind of, whoa, hello. Why is that really not, why is it not blue? Alright, well anyway, you get the picture. So red, white, and blue. And then going from either the bottom to the top corner, or the top corner to the bottom corner, you want to see like a diagonal shape size like this. Alright? Okay. So once you have your gradient like this, you're going to then double click on your gradient layer. And you want to add bevel and emboss settings. And these settings are similar to what we just did, but they're a little bit different. I chose pillow and emboss for my style with 100% depth, a 30 pixel size, 8 soften, 120 degrees for my angle, and 30 degrees for my altitude. I check use global light. And for the gloss contour, I chose this one here. which is right over here in the corner. It's that one there. And then I have a highlight of screen mode with white, 75% opacity. And then we have a shadow mode set at multiply with a blue color of choice. I chose like a navy blue, but whatever works for you is fine. And then that one has a 10% opacity. And then for the contour, I again chose this one in the corner. And that's 100% range, in case you weren't noticing. Alright, click OK and you'll see something like what I have shown here on my preview screen. Okay, now, we're going to go with this lovely little, you'll see I have it masked out. The reason why mine's going to X is because I disabled my mask so I can show you what it is. Alright, so once you are at the stage we're at right now, go ahead and go back to your text layer. Control or Command click on the thumbnail to make it an active layer. So you'll see how I have it floating with like a marquee. Do that, and then clicking on, and then when you have, and then select your gradient layer again. With your gradient layer selected, click this lovely mask tool button. That's the square with the circle in it. Select that, and then you will have what I have shown here. It will now have your red, white, and blue on top of your text. How cool is that? Now, that's not where we're stopping because I'm JazzedTutorials and I like to go above and beyond your expectations and give you a thrill. So, I went further in this tutorial and I really wanted to make it look outstanding and really 4th of July-like. So, I then added a new layer of shapes. So, I'm going to grab my lovely shape layer and we're going to select Custom Shape Tool and you want to select stars. Now, your stars are already in Photoshop. Everything that I'm showing you is standard in Photoshop, so if you don't see the star shape in here, you're going to probably have to load it. It's in your presets in your file. So just click over here on the little triangle, and then click on Load Shapes, and go to your preset section in your program files or your applications, depending on what service you're using, and then just load them in there, and you'll have them. Alright, and then you're going to, I'm going to have to zoom in for this so you can see it. Zooming in, I took my first letter, which is the H for me. But if you're not using Happy World 4th of July, that's fine. Whatever your first letter is, and as long as it's blue. I then took a bunch of little stars and placed them all over the first letter. And I chose white for my color, and that's what I have. You'll see that right there zoomed in. And if you zoom out, that's what it looks like. Pretty nifty, isn't it, guys? Well, again, we're not done. One more final touch to make it really scream 4th of July. I went on Google.com and I found a great American flag texture. So I pasted this lovely texture way at the bottom above my background. And on this, you'll see how it's a flag. And so I'm now going to set this to 20% opacity. Okay. And then I'm going to set this to multiply. And there you have it. Happy 4th of July from me to you. If you don't celebrate the independence, well, I hope this was just educational for you in some way. And if you liked it, hit a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, or anything, comment below. If you want to ask me a question personally, you can inbox me here. You can even email me at JazzedTutorials@gmail.com. You can check out our website, links in our channel page. You can also find me on the web. I'm on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, DeviantArt, Google+, and Patreon. You can check me out pretty much everywhere you are. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lovely tutorial. And I will see you later. Bye!
Yeah.